So if your 2018 wasn't quite as adventurous as my next guest was, well, you'd be in the majority. Boston Globe travel writer Christopher Muther spent his year on the water in Martinique, with wild horses in Chile, taste testing in this small-town bakery in Portugal. I'm not done. He also traveled to a few places a little closer to home, catching his art installation in Quebec City and this breathtaking view from the top of a city in central Mexico, even making friends with a local in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Frankly, it's enough to make you rethink your entire career path. But if you spent much of 2018 right here at home like I did, don't worry, it's not too late for this year. Christopher Muther's latest piece for the Globe on his top destination for 2019 out today is here to help, so you too can vacation like a travel writer. Chris joins me now. It's great to see you.
Great to see you.
So you say in some recent pieces you're going to solve the problem of over-tourism in 2019, which I think is great. But what is over-tourism?
Over-tourism it's what happens when too many tourists converge on one city.
So, over-tourism.
Over-tourism, yeah. It's not that you're over-tourism. It's
I got it.
Over-tourism.
It's over-tourism. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down a list of places which you say were over-toured, if that's the proper verb.
Sure.
And you're going to tell me now. You're going to tell me the alternative, which is not over-toured. Is that you with me so far?
I'm here.
Reykjavik, because who cares about the Northern Lights? Nobody wants to see those. Don't go to Reykjavik.
Tired.
Where do you go instead and why?
Bergen, Norway. And you can actually, Bergen?
Norway.
Okay. So that's the second largest city in Norway. Oh. So, Oslo I like, but it's kind of a little bland, I think. So Bergen is really hilly and beautiful and green and a little rainy, but still beautiful. And it has all the nature that you can find in Iceland. You can take a cruise from Bergen and see fjords.
You can eat Liskervik too, right, or something?
Yeah, it's the name of a restaurant.
What is it called? It's the name of a restaurant?
Yeah.
I thought it was a food product, whatever it is.
That's all right.
Okay, fine. Can we move on here?
If you must.
Forget Paris, by the way, because it's only the most beautiful city in the world.
So done.
So instead of Paris, and by the way, the tourists are flocking back, you write,
even
after some of the horrors that happened there, which I guess is a good thing, that they're back. But you suggest an alternative in France. What is it and why?
Bordeaux.
Why?
It has all the culture. It doesn't have an Eiffel Tower. It has all the wine and then some of Paris. But it also doesn't have just the hordes of people. It's not, I feel Paris is a tad cliche. I mean, we all want to go to Paris. A lot of us have gone to Paris. But once you've done that, try something different.
How far is Bordeaux from Paris?
It's 2.5 hours south by train.
Oh, that's not bad. So next on your list of over-tourist places are Venice. And by the way, it's almost sad. Venice is practically underwater to begin with, so I don't think you even need to worry about it in the future. I don't mean that crass. Well, it is a crass thing.
It's a little crass, Jim. Yeah.
But, so fine. So what's the alternative to Venice you propose?
The alternative is...
You forgot, didn't you? Did you?
No, I didn't forget.
What is it?
It's Tigre, which is just north of Buenos Aires and Argentina. And it's this amazing area, which is sort of at the top of a delta, which has all sorts of canals and rivers. It's where the Argentines go on the weekends to vacation. But it's not overwhelming.
How long does it take to get there, though?
It takes 45 minutes from Buenos Aires.
No, how long does it take to get from here? You have to get to Buenos Aires.
From here, I mean...
What is it, like 12 hours or something?
It's not 12 hours. What is it to Buenos Aires? 9 hours?
Okay, fine. So let's come back home to complete this list. If you're sick of the Romney flyover, which isn't working quite as it was intended to, you have an alternative of sorts. What is this?
Are you talking about...
No, Wellfleet. You say forget Wellfleet, which is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and go where?
Groton, Connecticut.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Why Groton, please? No, it obviously is high on your list. I can see.
It is.
It's great. I can see it's very nice. Why would you go there?
Groton is, so, if you're going to go to the Cape, let's say you're going to go to Wellfleet, Groton's the same distance as Wellfleet.
You say it's actually a little longer. You said under ideal conditions. I read your piece. Well, if they're not ideal, it'll be a little longer. Go ahead.
You're a little
I read your
tonight,
stuff.
huh?
You also say there are no waves there.
I didn't
you
say
also
no
say
waves.
there's a pizza joint there. That's a real attraction.
I said the water's warmer.
Okay.
Mystic Seaport is right there.
That actually
the aquarium,
like
Old Mystic Village. It's all right there. It's part of Groton. Mystic is part of Groton and Stonington. So it's amazing. It's not amazing. It's a great alternative when
I like these.
When you've done the Cape.
And by the way, but people should. put it in context, you were the same guy who spent a week on the Gronk party cruise a couple of years ago.
Yes.
No, but I'm serious. So they
I'm the
know
guy.
what kind of person you are, correct?
They know my character.
Okay,
yes.
so you did I love this I really do like the over-tourism thing and then alternative thing. You did it for 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, you did it for Boston, essentially. And I'll summarize this for you, too. Enough with Faneuil Hall, enough with the North End, enough with the duck tours, even you go.
Yes.
And you say, I bet you took a lot of crap on this piece. Did you
A
not?
lot,
I know you
yes.
did. And so give
Mostly
us
from you, by the way.
Give us a list of 2 or 3 or 4 alternative eating places, places to visit, places to hike. What's the deal?
Well, let me just throw this out there quickly.
Please.
My piece wasn't so much about this is what you should do instead. It was more about I'm here to complain about these things.
Okay.
But since you've asked,
Yeah, I did ask.
I'm going to throw out
Go ahead.
a couple of alternatives.
What are they?
So instead of going to the Union Oyster House,
Yeah.
I know that's your favorite, Jim, so I don't mean
I've
to
been there
disparage.
once in the 30 years I've lived here. But go ahead.
Go to Marliov.
Oh.
Which is this great place, as you know, downtown Crossing, one of the oldest restaurants in Boston. Not continuous, but it's beautiful architecturally.
Okay, where else?
Let's see. Instead of going on the Freedom Trail,
Yeah, ooh, this is dangerous. Go ahead. And
just go to Mount Auburn Cemetery if you're
gorgeous.
looking for history.
One of the great bird watching. I'm not a bird watching kind of guy.
Yeah.
It's one of the great bird watching places ever, by the way.
I'll take your word for
Terrific.
it.
But you know what? You know what I noticed? I don't mean this critically. I know you know I won't.
not, no.
It's interesting. You tread very lightly on one of the most popular tourist spots. Look at the smile on his face in Boston, which is Fenway. You didn't, and I don't know if it's any coincidence. The guy who owns Fenway, amazingly, is the guy who's your boss.
Is that so?
He also owns the Boston Globe. But you tread lightly. But you did say, don't eat the food there. Eat at restaurants of one of my favorite people on the planet, Tiffany Faison.
Yeah, we actually have both been on here at the
I know
same
you have.
time.
And Sweet Cheeks, Tiger Mama, and you've been to Fool's Earn yet?
I have.
It's unbelievable. So, you're in the Boston Globe, correct?
Once in a while.
You are. You're terrific, too. You have anything to say before you say
I
goodbye?
do. So the piece we were talking about with Where to Go is online tomorrow in print Sunday, and then you can go back and read about Cliche Boston anytime on bostonglobe.com.
I've already done it. I'll read it again. Christopher Muther, it's great to see you.
Likewise.
Lovely
Thank
guy.
you.